Hey, I'm Bill with Booming Bookkeeping Business, and I'm here today with Joanne, who is one of my successful students. Joanne's been in the program for a little while. She has 8 clients, and so far her biggest month in terms of bookkeeping revenue is just over $5,000 a month. So, Joanne, thank you for being here.
Great. Thank you, Bill.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself and about your business.
I've been a bookkeeper for actually 3 years, like before I started your program. And before then, I was a mechanical engineer for like 13 years. But I'm now like a stay-at-home mom, or I was a stay-at-home mom before I started the bookkeeping. And then I was doing bookkeeping for my husband's business. But because I needed to be able to stay home with my kids. So
Sure.
yeah, that's how that started.
What was kind of the problem you had prior to joining the program, or what kind of made you want to join the program?
So the main thing was that, well, I needed to bring in some sort of income for my family, because this is when the whole COVID thing happened and my husband's business took a big hit. So like, I felt like, well, I needed to do something for my family as well. And the other thing was also, I enjoyed bookkeeping because I was doing it for my husband's business, and I just wanted to do it for other businesses as well. And I had no idea that this was something that you could do virtually. Like, I thought you had to go to someone's office and actually do the bookkeeping. And also I thought that it was something that was low paying, like you're not really going to make much money doing it. But I felt like I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah, you can enjoy it and you can make good money, and you can, kind of have some flexibility there. And you have a family?
Yes. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. So
Okay.
yeah, so that does make it a little challenging, but like I needed something that didn't have like tight deadlines, or that I didn't have to do what like a certain time of the day. Like,
Sure.
I can be up until like 3 a.m. doing this, and like it wasn't gonna be a big deal.
Got it. So why did you decide to join Booming Bookkeeping Business as opposed to, some other program?
2 main things was really the value. What I got for the price of the program. I really thought it was a bargain, because I got access to you, where you would have the weekly calls, and I can ask any questions, and also unlimited email support along with the Facebook group. And then the other thing was like the marketing piece, because like I had heard from other people in other programs, like it seemed to be like a little weak, and I figured I already have bookkeeping skills, and I knew, of course, your program also help with making those skills better. But I also need a way to market myself.
So what about the program do you like, or what about the program makes it so effective?
I would look at YouTube videos online and try to figure it out, but I just realized I didn't know the big picture. And so taking your program, I realized I needed to understand the balance sheet and the profit and loss statement to not only just catch mistakes, but also just see how the business is doing. So like that was really helpful, because like I said before, I was doing it on my own for like 3 years, and I just felt like my knowledge had grown so much at the beginning of the course.
Cool. Very cool. One of the things you said is the thing about this business that I really love the most is, and that's that you said you don't have a ton of time to spend. You've got kids, you've got a husband, there's lots of different things people have going on, and you can get as many or as few clients as you want. We have people in the program that just want a couple of clients, and then we have other people that want to go crazy and, get tons of clients. So that's been helpful to basically bring on clients as you need them. And when you feel like, okay, I'm kind of set for now, now I want to take care of my clients, you can do that.
I kind of almost pick and choose, like, well, okay, if someone says that they're looking for a monthly bookkeeping, and I said, like, I don't have time for that. If you want a lesson here and there, I can do that.
So let's talk about numbers. I mentioned a little bit earlier, kind of how you were doing in terms of your biggest month. You said you billed $5,000 that month.
Right.
And you've brought on about 8 clients. Tell me a little bit more about some of the results you've gotten and how that's kind of changed your life and, improved other areas of your life.
At first, I remember I was thinking like I wanted to, because it seemed like a big investment to put this much money into the course. And at first I was thinking, all right, I hope to make my money back soon. And then it just seemed like by the end of last year, like it was just, that wasn't on my mind anymore. I was like, wow, I'm making money. I'm actually like, instead of spending money, I'm like making money and bringing it home. So like, it's just, of course, it's like lowered like stress levels for me where before, like I was thinking, all right, I gotta get like a full-time job and like work outside the home. But now, um, like I feel like I've got a business.
And you're able to spend time at home with the kids. Are the kids doing remote learning right now?
Yes, it's been challenging. So
Okay. I'm
I
thankful
felt
mine are too young for that right now. So, that would be a lot.
my oldest just turned 6, so he's in
Okay.
kindergarten. So yeah, so he's doing his kindergarten, and I'm working right next to him.
That's cool. It's nice to be able to do that.
It's also nice, like helping the small businesses. Like before, like, 'cause I used to work as an engineer, and so I didn't really deal with the clients. I didn't really see like how happy they were with like the work that I was doing. Whereas now, like I have a client right now, I'm helping her apply for the second round of the PPP loan. And like, it's nice to know like, okay, I'm directly like impacting
Right.
someone, the work that I'm doing.
So let me back up just a second. So you were a mechanical engineer, and then you started doing the books for your husband's business. And then you started to think, hey, I could do books for other businesses. That's kind of how this worked out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Some people are in the program with no experience, and some people come in and they've got a bookkeeping business. They're just looking for help with more clients. You came from a totally different field.
And that's funny. Like this wasn't something that I would have thought that I would enjoy. I mean, I like making sure things are neat and orderly. But I had no idea like how much I was going to enjoy this when I started out.
I always say I should have been doing this 25 years ago, but I did computer programming for a while and other things, but I found it and I'm just thankful I did.
But I also feel like you use the skills that you learned from your previous
Yeah,
career or whatever, and it still applies here.
sure.
And so like that's what's been nice. Like yeah, I feel like, well, even though I haven't been doing this for years, there's still a lot that I can still offer.
Very cool.
And then also, like you said, there's misconceptions as to what a bookkeeper is. And so because I just thought, okay, it's just data entry, you're just putting in data. And now I realize like, oh, I can actually interpret that data and help my clients understand like what's going on there. Like I have clients that just don't realize, I find issues that they didn't realize they're having. And then now they can bring it up to their accountant and take care of a problem without being surprised by an IRS visit in the future.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we are really helping people. That makes it worthwhile and it makes it fun. What would you say to somebody who is thinking about starting a bookkeeping business? What would you tell them?
Well, like I said, of course, I would recommend your course because I think, like, of course, people are thinking, well, I don't want to spend much money at the beginning. I want to do it all lean and just try to do it on my own. Just like look at all like a lot of just free material, but like you need a structure and then also like, well, doing a business isn't just like learning bookkeeping, but also it's the marketing piece, the sales piece, learning how to keep your business going. And then, of course, you also want that community that like a program like yours has, where you can reach out to someone if you have problems. Like I said, and also, of course, your program has such great value that I just feel it's just worth the investment.
Very cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love what I do and I love helping people. I love seeing people be successful. So, and you're one of those people, and I love seeing your posts in the Facebook group, when you get new clients and things like that. So it's really a pleasure working with people like you. So I really appreciate your time, and, thank you for doing this and kind of giving a little bit of feedback on your experience in the program and your story, in the hopes that, other people can, make a decision and decide on whether or not this is right for them.
Thank you. And thank you, Bill, for all that you've done for me. It's been great.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. And again, I appreciate this, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye.